Hey guys, welcome back to Shep's movie review. Today's movie is Wonder Woman, the latest in the DC movie universe. And some people are saying this is the one that's either going to make or break DC because the track record for DC has not been very well. Some people love them, some people hate them. I'm about 50-50 on my reviews for DC movies. But let me get to something else before we get to the review of Wonder Woman. I just want to say that we are doing another contest this week for a $25 gift card, Fandango gift card. All you have to do, I'm going to keep it very easy this week, is subscribe to my channel and comment below that saying that you've subscribed or that you're entering the contest. That's simple, guys. Subscribe and comment below. Now, on to this movie, Wonder Woman. Just to give you a little plot of what this movie is about. Diana, after being isolated on an island that's not been part of the world of men for centuries, maybe thousands of years, is finally leaving this island to go battle her island's mortal enemy with the companion of Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine. Now, going into it, when Gal Gadot got cast for Wonder Woman, there's a lot of people that were not very excited that she was cast as Wonder Woman. She has that outward beauty and pose, and I think she did a really good job in Batman v Superman as Wonder Woman, though she didn't have much screen time. A lot of people forget that she was also part of the Israeli army, and so she can handle her own, and that's very well seen in the Wonder Woman movie. She has that pose, that confidence in herself, and then she has that vulnerability side to her as well. I thought she did a really good job acting wise, and then for the fight scenes, I thought she came around really well. You could see that she could handle herself in a fight. You weren't thinking that, oh my god, she should be getting beat down, or this is not really that good. A lot of people in the theaters clapped and cheered at some of the action scenes that happened. Now, Chris Pine as Steve Trevor, he was alright. I think he got the job done. Was his performance great? No. He has some great moments with Diana, Gal Gadot, but overall, his performance just lacked something for me. I just didn't get that oomph, and I think also it didn't help. I'm thinking I'm going to blame more of the writers for this. That just like any true Hollywood movie, they have two beautiful people on there, so they're going to try to pair them up as a romantic interest. And I know Diana and Steve, especially in the TV shows, and I do believe in the comics, they do have a romantic storyline in there, but I just thought it was really too fast. You didn't really get too much out of it. It's like, oh, we're here. This is the first man I've met. This is the first Amazon I've met. Boom, we're immediately attracted to each other. I thought they could have delved a little bit deeper in that, maybe brought it up, brought that storyline a little better. The two villains at the that Steve Trevor is going after, Dr. Poison, and I'm going to probably butcher this guy's name, General Ludendorff. They don't really get too much backstories. They're pretty much cookie cutter, World War I villains this time. You don't really get their motivation except for the general's like, I want this war to continue. Let's go, hurrah! And Dr. Poison, she's, yeah, I'm a chemist and I'm doing this evil stuff. I'm making these chemicals that can kill people really badly. And that's about all the motivation you get. I'm sure, it doesn't really help. They're really a stepping stone to the bigger action scenes. They're really the villains for Steve, not Diana. Ares was alright in this movie. I think he provided enough tension because it really played well, because Steve is like, what, you're going after the god of war? And Diana's like, yes, the god of war, he's the one that's causing this, we need to stop him. And Steve's like, okay, it brings a little kind of distrust, and you really feel it at moments where Diana's like, you don't believe me, why don't you believe me that this is happening? And then actually at one point, when she starts doubting herself, you see her self-doubt and how it's affecting her, and then later on how it affects her battle going forward. Like, it's really good. It's very interesting in that play, for the storyline there. But let's get to the storyline. It leaves a lot. I'm sorry, there's airplanes going over. I hope you can't hear that. This is what I get for filming there in an airport. It leaves a lot to interpretation. Like Themyscira, where it's actually located at, it's either really close to England, or it's out in the middle of the Atlantic somewhere. They don't really tell, but traveling is just really fast in this movie, which gets me into like the storyline. It glosses over. Our plane just moves the characters along to get to the main action, to the main battle at the end. It's like, okay, we need to go here. Oh, by the way, these people are also going to be here. Oh yeah, by the way, this guy is here too as well. So it moves stuff along. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad. It's just, if you start looking at the storyline and nitpicking it, you can find little threads to pull. And I know you can say that about everything, but it just, at some points, it's like, really? You guys just started traveling here, and oh, whoop, the bad guy's right over there. So, that plays a little bit into it. But that's alright. It's still, I won't say it's not a great storyline, but it's a good storyline. It gets you to the action, to the main battle, to the confrontation. There are side characters to this where Steve Trevor picks up some of guys that he's worked with in the past. They try to build a little character building in there. It doesn't really, I'll say it doesn't really succeed. It's not as deep enough, and I know you got to try to balance it. This movie's already 2 hours and 21 minutes long, so you got to balance what you're going to bring forward to what you're going to show to the audience of these characters and what you're going to leave behind. I think you get enough of the characters, but you don't get enough to really fully invest in these characters. They're good people, you can see that, but there could be more behind there. It could let you go. The fight scenes. I know everybody's wanting to talk about the fight scenes. And most of the fight scenes, I'll say, are pretty damn good. They're well choreographed. Action is really great. Two things I'll say badly, I guess, about the fight scenes is you can always tell. You can tell when the CGI is not up to par for what they want to do. You can see when the Amazonian woman is not real. She's got that kind of like plasticky look. You're like, yeah, that was CGI. You guys didn't get that good enough. And editing. I don't know what the editor was thinking of or who was directing the editing fight, but I hate when you're doing click, 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 click in the fight scenes, and you're not really you're trying to pay attention. Your head and your brain is just scrambled because it's like you can't keep up with all the cuts they're making in this fight. It's happened in other movies, and it kind of gets shaky and hard to keep track of who's doing what. But overall, the fight scenes were awesome. There's a lot of cheering in some of the fight scenes and some of the moves that Diana does, and even the Amazons at the beginning of the movie. You only get Themyscira for probably about the first half hour of this movie, but they show their warrior prowess. You've seen most of it in the trailer already when the World War I Germans, seem to find their way into Themyscira, and the Amazons and them fight each other. It's a really good opening scene. I think it establishes how tough the Amazons are, and overall it's pretty damn good, I think. I will say though, we did stay to the end, and I already knew this because I think the director stated it already, there is no end credit scene, so you don't have to stay through the full credits if you're watching my review. So if you have to go to the bathroom right after the movie, which I can understand, again, 2.5 hours is a long time, plus for previews it's probably going to be a 3-hour movie. Don't need to stay to the end. Alright, so I gave you my little description of this movie. Now, what is my rating of it? As you know, we have 3 categorizations right now. 1 is must see. Go see it in the theater no matter what the time is. Leave my review now and go see it. 2 is matinee. Means you still should go see it in the theaters, just don't go spend full price on it. And 3 is Netflix. Meaning wait until it gets to whatever digital media format of your choice and watch it then. Now, I will say I was on the balance of this, or on the edge of this one. I was going to rate it a matinee, but I think that's doing it injustice. Overall, I enjoyed this movie. The action scenes were good. Even just on the Gal Gadot's acting ability alone, seeing her trouble dealing with the way humans are vice Amazons, I think this is a must-see. Go see it in the theaters. Go see it at night. Take your friends. I think DC does redeem themselves, at least until we see Justice League. And there's a whole lot of stuff happening behind the scenes on that one if you haven't seen the entertainment news. with Joss Whedon taking over, continuing the reshoots and helping out on that one due to Zack Snyder's family emergency. But guys, go see it in the theaters, must see. Alright, just one more reminder. There is my Fandango gift card contest going on right now. So just subscribe to this channel, that little bell next to my picture, and comment below, and you'll be entered to win. It's a $25 Fandango gift card. But besides that, guys, I have nothing else to say right now. So I'll see you at the next review.